All right, welcome back to the channel. Mikey Garcia beats Jesse Vargas, and now there's a bunch of talk, primarily from the zone, of Mikey Garcia fighting Manny Pacquiao in Saudi Arabia. Mikey Garcia called out Manny Pacquiao, and he also called out Errol Spence Jr. for the rematch. Both of these fights, man, I got to tell you, if they were to take place, would be absolutely meaningless to me. But let's go over that in this video. Mikey Garcia can handle himself at welterweight. He looked very, very strong. He looked very, very solid against Jesse Vargas. Jesse Vargas is like, one of the quintessential gatekeepers at 147 pounds. Not extremely good. No slouch at the same time. Not an easy guy to get a win off of, but somebody that it is possible to get a win off of. Kind of a middle of the road, upper middle of the road type of guy, Jesse Vargas. Fights between 140 pounds and 154 pounds. And Mikey Garcia pretty much just did what he wanted to do with Jesse Vargas. He took some shots from Jesse Vargas, but for the most part, we just spent his night setting up that jab right hand. And when that right hand landed, it shook Jesse Vargas something fierce. Jesse Vargas is a pretty durable fighter, so even at 147 pounds, he's a durable fighter. So that tells you a little bit about the punching power of Mikey Garcia at 147 pounds. Mikey Garcia with this fight solidifies himself as a middle of the pack, is an upper middle of the pack welterweight. That's what I would say. An upper middle of the pack welterweight. Not an upper echelon welterweight, a upper middle of the pack welterweight. Behind Errol Spence Jr., behind Terence Crawford, behind Manny Pacquiao, behind Shawn Porter, behind Yordenis Ugas, behind Danny Garcia, and behind Keith Thurman. Okay, I think with Mikey Garcia, every single solitary one of those dudes will be Mikey Garcia. Right now, that's because Mikey Garcia is, it's just what I think of him. I think he's an upper middle of the road welterweight. However, the win against Errol Spence Jr., the Errol Spence Jr. got against Mikey Garcia, to me, is looking even better because because of the way that he handled Mikey Garcia with almost no effort whatsoever. Mikey Garcia was not able to time him with that 1-2. He just completely dominated Mikey Garcia. So if you have an upper middle level, like upper middle level fighter like that, and you can outbox him, do what you want to do with him, just beat the dude. Now Mikey got a really good chin too, so you can see that in that fight with Jesse Vargas as well. So all in all, man, looking for that fight, that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see what Mikey Garcia looked like at 147 pounds against a guy that I thought was beatable, but had a chance to beat him. Mikey Garcia proved that he's a level above Jesse Vargas. So for me, that tells you that he's one of the, upper middle, one of the best middle of the road welterweights, or a little bit towards the last tier of the top welterweights. Either way you want to say it, I can go with it. But all in all, it basically pretty much just makes it a good win for Errol Spence Jr. Now, Mikey Garcia is saying that he wants a rematch with Errol Spence Jr. Man, you might want to pump your brakes on that dude. Ain't nothing going to happen but another beatdown. Okay, that's just going to be unless Errol Spence Jr. really is just, not in the same condition he was after that car accident. Ain't nothing going to happen in a rematch with Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence other than Errol Spence Jr. beating the dog snot out of him again. Mikey Garcia is still there to be hit. Mikey Garcia still is. I don't want to call him a one-trick pony, but he is a jab. He is a jab, right hand, left hook, either left hook up top or left hook to the body type of cat with very, very good timing, not a tremendous amount of speed. And, it's just Errol Spence just going to run through him again. Now, the fight with Manny Pacquiao, on the other hand, I could see why, I think that's more of a fair fight with Manny Pacquiao and Mikey Garcia, but it's just not anything that I'm particularly interested in watching because it doesn't prove all. If Mikey Garcia beat Manny Pacquiao, it's not going to prove that that Mikey Garcia is a top welterweight. It's just going to prove that Manny Pacquiao is just that the day just came when he was finally all the way over the hill, man. I would much rather have, and if Mikey Garcia beats, if Manny Pacquiao beats Mikey Garcia, it's just okay. Manny Pacquiao beat a guy that was, there was a very good, very, very good fighter at the smaller weight classes, and just, like I said, it's just a lower upper tier welterweight or upper middle tier welterweight. Just wouldn't prove anything. It just doesn't prove that much for Manny Pacquiao either. I just don't think that Mikey Garcia has now had 2 of his 3 fights if he fought Manny Pacquiao, 2 of his 3 fights would have been for championship fights. And, obviously you get that because you've got name recognition. You've done things at other weight classes. You can get people's attention to it, but it's on the fight. But just really, man, it just doesn't do anything for me, man. But another thing I do want to say regarding that fight with the Mikey Garcia Vargas fight. Okay, so that's enough of Mikey Garcia sold all those tickets for Errol Spence Jr., right? Like, we don't have to hear that anymore. That it's Errol Spence Jr. is not the star. It's Mikey Garcia was the star, and he can't sell without Mikey Garcia. Man, Mikey Garcia had the place. Mikey Garcia fought Jesse Vargas, 2 Mexican fighters, right? 2 Mexican-American fighters fought in Dallas, Texas. Texas is a state that has a very large Hispanic population, specifically Mexican, right? So with that thought, you would think that in the Dallas Cowboys practice stadium, that Mikey Garcia would have filled the place up, right? He's the guy that got 50. He's the guy that was really responsible for the 50,000 people or whatever it was coming to Dallas Stadium to see Errol Spence Jr. fight him, right? Well, where were they? Where were they during that Mikey Garcia Vargas fight? Why was that place half empty? Why was the practice facility half empty to see Mikey Garcia if Mikey Garcia was the one always was selling the tickets for Errol Spence Jr.? Doesn't make any sense to me. Never made any sense to me to begin with. And I'm telling you too, if Tyson Fury, if Tyson Fury is able to win the 3rd fight against Deontay Wilder, and he continues to fight in the United States, you're going to see something in you're going to see the same thing in the United States with Tyson Fury. That Tyson Fury's not going to sell any tickets. Tyson Fury's not going to be some great interest that's going to draw people in to watch the sport of boxing, because the dude is not he's not exciting. He's not American. And that's pretty much just how it's going to go. But maybe I'm wrong, but I do not think that I am. But when you see American fighters that really do have a groundswell of support, of just organic support, I mean, it just amazes me how people will go out of their way to try to find a way to discredit them and claim that it was the other guy, that sold the tickets. It's the other guy that was the big, that really did create a lot of the buzz. And it's just, man, obviously in these situations like this, Errol Spence Jr., Mikey Garcia, that's not the case. Now, if there is a fight that I could have Mikey Garcia fight, this would be the fight. I'll tell you the fight that I would like to see him fight. I would like to see him fight Terence Crawford, because Mikey Garcia is a promotional free agent. He can do whatever he wants to do. Terence Crawford has the WBO belt. And if Mikey Garcia was able to beat Terence Crawford, which he will not be able to do, it would actually prove that Mikey Garcia is a top level welterweight. If Terence Crawford, or should I say, when Terence Crawford beats Mikey Garcia and beats him quite badly, then you have a situation where the real fight that most people want to see in the welterweight division are Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford. Those are pretty much universally considered to be the top 2 welterweights. If Terence Crawford beats Mikey Garcia, then they both have that common opponent. They have a common opponent that they both fought, right? And you can see, then you can say, oh man, I beat this dude faster than you did. And it adds to the fight and all that good stuff. So, I mean, the long and short of it, man, is, Mikey Garcia is a good fighter he's still a little bit small for 147 pounds, a little bit stocky. He had a good performance against Jesse Vargas, one that I kind of expected to go that way. But I don't think that makes him a top. I don't think that makes him a top welterweight. And it does not intrigue me for a rematch with Errol Spence Jr. because that's just going to go the same way it went before, but maybe worse. I'm not interested in a Manny Pacquiao fight because if he beats Manny Pacquiao, it's just going to be because Manny Pacquiao's old. And if Manny Pacquiao beats him, it's like pretty much so what, right? But he can prove something. Mikey Garcia could really prove something if he could beat another guy that just moved up in weight from 140 pounds not too long ago in Terence Crawford. And when Terence Crawford beats him, it adds to the majesty and interest and could actually force a fight in there with Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford. But anyway, that's my take on it. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.